First, Senator, it's a sad commentary that the federal government is not patrolling our southern border, and now the states have got to help each other because Governor Abbott said, we need help. And now states all across the country are sending people to your state because it's a mess.
Well, it is, and it is a complete and total abdication by the federal government. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are quite simply not doing their job. They're refusing to enforce the law, and they've created an unmitigated crisis at the border. A couple of months ago, I took 19 senators down to the border to see firsthand what was happening, and I've been to the border many, many times. It is worse than it has ever been. We had just last month over 180,000 people cross illegally last month. We're on pace for 2 million people to cross illegally. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have zero intention of doing anything. That's why they won't go to the border. Kamala, at this point, it's almost like a comedy show. She's so terrified. You know, it reminds me of that old show, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? She'll go everywhere except the border because she's afraid of what's going on down there, and they have no solutions.
Well, she hasn't been to Europe either, I hear. And then she laughed, and she's laughing it off. What's interesting is because it's such a mess down there, it has been announced by the governor that he's put a down payment of $250 million on having the state of Florida finance your own wall.
Yep. Look, I think it is a very good thing that we're seeing the state stepping up. We're glad to always welcome law enforcement, whether from Florida or other states, to come to Texas. Yep. And I'll tell you, the state of Texas has been leading when it comes to securing the border for a long time. I'm glad that we see the governor and the state legislature investing in finishing the border wall. But for years, we've had Texas Department of Public Safety officers patrolling the border. I've been out on them, and I'll tell you, what's crazy? The Texas DPS has better equipment than the feds. Their boats are better. Their planes are better. I've been up in the DPS plane. It's got incredible infrared technology where it can go 8 miles away and you can spot. I've been up in the air and you can spot, and they'll say, okay, there are 2 or 3 coyotes. There's a group of illegal immigrants. Right. They're getting ready to smuggle across. And what they do is they call the Customs and Border Patrol agents and say, all right, they're crossing right here. And when you have Border Patrol agents able to do their job, they can stop and intercept them.
That's right, if they choose to do it, and that's the rub right there.
Yeah.
Now, you are in a hall right now in Orlando because coming up at 11 o'clock this morning, you are speaking at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority Conference, which is streaming this weekend on Fox Nation for Fox Nation subscribers. What are you going to be talking about, Senator?
Well, I'm going to be talking about the need to defend America, that we're seeing an assault on our foundational principles. We're seeing an assault on our Constitution and Bill of Rights. We're seeing an assault on our founding fathers and the principles that built America. We're seeing an assault on our sovereignty with the border not being defended. And today my remarks are really a call for American revival, a call for us to stand up and defend our nation. There are angry forces on the left that want to tear down all of the pillars of American democracy, and we've got to answer the call, and we've got to stand up and defend this great nation.
Well, you've got a busy day. Thank you very much for spending a little time with us here at Fox and Friends.